Hey everyone, it's Natalie. So I thought I would just kind of speak from my heart. I've been having it's almost been 3 years of no contact. And lately I've just, my heart has weighed really heavy on me. I love my husband so much, guys. And to see him sit there and hurt the way he's hurting, it guilts me. And I know that for the first time, standing up to his parents is the right thing to do. It still hurts me to see my husband in this predicament because it's not fair to him. Here he is trying to do the best he can as a son, as a husband to both parties, but nothing is ever good enough for his parents. And you try to show your husband, like, we deserve so much better. Like, this isn't right what they're doing to me and you. And you know that nothing's ever going to change. But for your husband to wrap his head around the concept of them never changing is difficult. It's difficult for him. And so because you live with your husband and you see him moping around and kind of in some ways trying to convince you that they will change, that they're not going to treat you like that anymore, to sit there and try to convince your husband, like, no, I'm sorry, but I can't take this anymore, they're never going to change, is heart-wrenching because you want to make your spouse happy. You want to make them feel loved and respected. But in this situation, you can't do that because even though you love and respect your husband, you have other people in his family that don't show him that. And so you try to convince him, like, hun, even if we go back into contact with them, they're not going to change. We're going to be in a worse situation. To tell your husband that is upsetting because you want to give him everything that he wants in life, but you as a person can't make other people change their personalities or their behaviors towards that relationship or towards you. And my husband came to terms with it, but I can see in his eyes that he still misses his parents. He still wants them in his life, but he just doesn't want to deal with the other aspect of them treating his wife poorly. And to watch your spouse come to the conclusion on their own finally that they're not going to change, you can just see the defeat in their face. You can feel their energy, their aura, and it's giving off sadness and regret and disappointment. And it's hurtful to see that your partner is going through that, because when you get married, it's through thick and thin, but this is a situation that just cannot be tolerated anymore. And the way that you're so disrespected, it's like this. It's like for years you tolerate the disrespect to keep your spouse happy. Even though you're hurting inside, even though you deserve better, you still take it to please your spouse. You still stand there as a strong person and take the punches that his parents, do to you to please your spouse. And there comes a point in time where you have to start standing up for yourself. You have to say enough is enough and I don't deserve this. and I have to put my foot down, unfortunately. Because you have given them chance after chance, time after time, thinking things will get better even if you address the situation. And the thing is, when you do address situations with his parents, they never really answer why they are treating you this way, why they are doing what they're doing. And you go searching for answers like, why? What is going on? Why are these people after me? And they never explain it to you. So you're like this little lost puppy dog out in the rain trying to find your way home, but you never can because it never stops raining. And I think you have to find it within yourself to realize that if someone shows you who they are, you need to believe them. They are showing you that they do not want you in their life. They don't want you in their child's life. They don't want to be in your life. And as hard as that might be to actually realize, because really this might be the first time anyone's ever treated you this way, where you feel excluded and unwelcomed and unloved. And it's hard to believe that. You have to start believing it. And you have to find it within yourself to find those answers that you go seeking from the narcissist, because you're not going to get them from the narcissist. You're not going to find those answers. They're never going to tell you. But they are being loud and clear. And they are telling you, I don't like you. So no matter how much effort you put into that relationship, trying to fix it, trying to be perfect for them, it will never be good enough. And I guess there just comes a time in your relationship with your spouse where you put your foot down and you're just like, I'm sorry, but I have to start standing strong for myself. I can't allow this abuse to continue happening to me, because it is ruining me as a person. It's ruining our relationship. It is destroying me. My confidence level is down. My self-esteem is down. The way I look at the world is different. It's like you never encountered someone so hurtful and hateful in your life until you meet your in-laws or the narcissist, whatever. And it's like a shock to your system that there's actual people out here like that, where someone doesn't like you for really no good reason other than the narcissistic's very own agenda towards you. It's not something you did. It's not, it's just for no reason other than them not being able to let go of their child, them not being able to let their child love someone unconditionally. And because the narcissist gives conditions for their love and you don't, you're a threat. Because you have unconditional love for your partner, the narcissist looks at you like a weakling. And because your husband has grown up with conditional love, he doesn't see anything wrong with it. And you try to explain to your husband or whoever that the way that his parents treat you is so disrespectful and demoralizing that you as a person can't take it anymore. That they have knocked you down so many times that you're just like, I'm sorry, but as much as this might hurt you, I can't have contact with them, and either can my children. And then the narcissist will play the victim and cry and smear you to make it seem like you're the one with the problem. I don't know, guys. It's such a difficult road. It's a long journey. You have to stay strong no matter what. Because any sign of weakness from you, the narcissist is going to take that as a sign of opportunity to dig their claws into your relationship. And if the narcissist is able to manage to do that, your relationship is at jeopardy, in jeopardy. You can't ever change these people. There's not going to be anything you can do or say to ever change the way that they perceive you. And it's hurtful because you know you're a good person. You know that you want to make your spouse happy, but you are up against a monster. And you are scared. You're scared of the future with them. What you've experienced in your past has been nothing but trauma. And as much as your partner might know this, they still want them in their life. As much as they've hurt you. Because your spouse has normalized their behavior and sees nothing wrong with it, and because they grew up with this person, they can't separate what a healthy relationship is to an unhealthy relationship, and they kind of clamor those two things together because there are healthy aspects of the relationship with the narc with their child. There are good times, good memories. But that's coordinated in with the unhealthy aspect of the authoritarian, being authoritarian and deceitful and, being a liar. Everything that makes a narc is then, wrapped up into the healthy aspect. And so it's hard for your spouse to determine what's healthy and what's not healthy because they're just used to it. They're just used to it. And this makes them, because they're enmeshed, this makes them want and miss their parents. And it's heart-wrenching because I don't think they are purposely trying, now some do, but I don't think they're like trying to purposely hurt you. I just think because they are a codependent, because they are an abuse victim, they are enmeshed with this person, they can't perceive their parent in the way that you do, or they overlook the things that they've done to you, and they have trouble separating their emotions and feelings from their parent, even though they have treated you this way. I mean, it's their parent. What are they going to do? Now, they can stand for the truth. They can protect you. Maybe they didn't protect you in the past, but now they've wakened up. They've woke up. I don't know. It's just so hurtful. Because you've just never had to experience this. You've never went through this before. So it's hard to fathom that someone can treat you this way. That someone is that evil. All right. Peace, love, and harmony.